Breaking news tonight. Police desperately searching for a beautiful little 3-year-old Florida girl, Caylee, after her grandparents report her missing. Little Caylee now not seen for 11 long weeks, last seen with her mother. So why didn't Mommy call police? Bombshell tonight. Traces of the powerful chemical solution chloroform discovered by the FBI in Mom Casey Anthony's trunk. This, while sources confirm Mom Casey's computer reveals multiple visits to websites on chloroform. Now we learn even more criminal charges filed against Mom Casey for cleaning out a so-called friend's checking account. This as investigators go on the record confirming there is forensic evidence of human decomposition in Mom Casey's car trunk. All indicators are it was 3-year-old little Caylee. Tonight, more lies uncovered by Mom Casey. These lies regarding the car that has suddenly become the centerpiece of the state's investigation. And what does it mean that today, local sheriffs put up thousands of dollars to continue the search through swamp, through forest, and bodies of water for little Caylee? Is a Sacramento bounty hunter actually reposting a $500,000 bond to get Mom Casey out from behind bars? Why? All this while little Caylee's grandparents insist she is alive and likely in Texas, Puerto Rico, or Mexico tonight. Where is 3-year-old Caylee?
Stunning developments tonight in the case of missing tot Caylee Anthony. Evidence reportedly shows traces of chloroform found in mother Casey Anthony's car. Her computer confiscated by police after her July arrest shows someone was searching websites for information about chloroform.
Cindy Anthony was on national TV saying that demanding an apology from the sheriff's office.
I want an apology from Kevin Berry.
Won't happen. Won't happen. We're doing our job. What we need is credible information, especially from her daughter. And that's a message I'll send back to her.
Also, a California bounty hunter says he will put up Casey Anthony's bond for a second time if she says where little Caylee is.
Regardless, whether she's alive or passed away, we need to find Caylee.
Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. I want to thank you for being with us. Breaking news tonight in the desperate search for 3-year-old Florida girl, Caylee.
Breaking news tonight. A source close to the investigation says there is evidence of traces of chloroform in the car of Caylee Anthony's mother. Police confiscated Casey Anthony's computer after her July arrest and found visits to websites with information about chloroform.
There's something wrong. I found my daughter's car today, and it smells like there's been a dead body in the damn car.
There was a bag of pizza for, 12 days in the back of the car full of maggots. It stunk so bad.
There was an overpowering smell of my dad.
There was no odor in the car when it was towed down to the towing company. No odor.
We have forensic evidence that has been returned to us regarding the vehicle. Preliminary information indicates that there is decomposition in that vehicle from a human body.
Maybe someone put a body in the car after it was towed to the tow yard.
Maybe my daughter ran over something.
Air samples don't mean anything.
If we continue to, look at evidence that hasn't been verified, you guys are going to put Caylee in a coffin because eventually something's going to happen to her if we don't find her.
They found hair samples in the trunk of the car that are similar in length and color to that of Caylee.
The information that we've got back from the FBI lab indicating that, that she was in the trunk of that car and that she's dead certainly is information we take very seriously.
The person who was in the back of my granddaughter's car is not my granddaughter.
Straight out to the Search Command Center, standing by our producer, Natisha Lance. Natisha, this is some of the worst news that has come down regarding the chloroform, a story that you have confirmed. Explain to me, chloroform?
Yes, Nancy. According to a source that I spoke to today, preliminary FBI lab results are saying that chloroform was found in the trunk of Casey Anthony's car, and in addition to that, there were a history of searches on her computer that was confiscated by police that indicated that someone had been searching for chloroform.
Now to famed forensic scientist Dr. Lawrence Kobylensky. Kobe, explain to us, what is chloroform?
Well, chloroform is a compound, chemically it has 3 chlorine groups. Essentially, it is a great solvent. It's been used for the purpose of anesthesia in the past. It's a known carcinogen, and it has a lot of different uses, one of which is the isolation of DNA. All laboratories that do DNA analysis use chloroform.
Kobe, isn't it true that many years ago, chloroform was outlawed for consumer use in the U.S.?
That's correct, absolutely.
Where do you find it?
You can find it in hospitals, you can find it in forensic labs, you can find it in private DNA laboratories. Industry still uses chloroform as a degreasing agent, but it is not available to the average person.
In fact, it was outlawed back in the 70s, banned in the U.S. for consumer use. It is a solvent.
That's correct, and it's a carcinogen. It's very hazardous. It's very volatile. You can easily breathe it in, and if you get too much, not only will you get dizzy, fatigued, but you will fall asleep, and ultimately, if you continue to breathe it in, your heart will stop and you will die.
Back to our producer, Natisha Lance, standing by at the Search Command Center. Natisha, you're telling me that this is a result of the FBI report on what was found in Mom Casey's trunk, chloroform in her trunk.
Yes, this is according to the preliminary results that have come out so far.
Okay, Dr. Kobylensky, can you give me one innocent explanation why chloroform would be in someone's trunk? And they said chloroform. They did not say a pool cleaner. They did not say a solvent. They said the ingredient chloroform has been found in Mom Casey's car trunk. Why?
That's a very tough question. There are instances where chloroform can form as a result of a combination of bleach and ethanol or other alcohols. It could be a very small amount. We need to know how much was found, and also we need to know if it was simply a contaminant that was picked up on this test. A contaminant meaning that...
Whoa, let me see, Kobylensky. Are you telling me that you want to see if the FBI laboratory contaminated a sample from Mom Casey's car trunk with chloroform? Did I please hold on to your good reputation.
Okay. Chloroform is a very commonly used agent in crime labs, and I don't think that the FBI made a mistake, but to err is human. The FBI has made mistakes before. I'm not saying they did in this case.
Why are you doing a back bend tonight? You did it last night, too.
No, I didn't do a back bend.
You're doing a back bend to try to give an innocent explanation for something that is lethal, that is deadly.
It certainly, I agree with you. It does not look, there's no innocent explanation that I can think of other than a contaminant, or that it may have formed, you know, as a result of bleach and
How would
ethanol.
that happen? How do you get bleach and ethanol? Did you just say bleach and ethanol?
Yes, I'm not saying the probability is high that that happened.
Now, how could that happen? How could you get bleach and ethanol in somebody's car trunk and suddenly you have chloroform?
Well, I think it's an unlikely possibility, but it's a possibility. You can get somebody trying to clean the trunk using bleach and perhaps in contact with ethanol. It's not a high...
Where would you get ethanol to clean a car trunk?
Beer, wine, liquor.
And so you're saying ethanol and bleach equals chloroform?
Yes, I'm saying it's possible. I'm not saying it's probable, but it's possible.
Okay, give me the likelihood, doctor. Give me the likelihood that that could have happened, that you can combine bleach with ethanol in a car trunk and get chloroform.
I think the probability is low, but it's a possibility.
Okay, you know what? Let's go with that.